One of the questions that I asked a lot is, how can I grow in my relationship with Jesus? What is the thing that I can do? Well, of course, number one is to read your word, right? Read it every day, read it all day long, read it as much as possible, meditate on it. But there's another way, and if it's a very simple way, believe it or not, it's the way David did it. We know David had a great relationship with the Lord because we love to read David's Psalms, right? There's so much love in there. There's so much beauty of the Lord in there that David found. Now, how did David get such a close relationship with the Lord when he didn't have a Bible? He didn't have K-Love. He didn't have Christian TV. He didn't have the things that we have. Well, I looked up, and depending on who you read from, one of the first Psalms that David wrote was Psalm 8. And in Psalm 8, the Bible says this, is that David is in the desert, right? He's taking care of the sheep, about 17 years old, a teenager. And he looks up and he says, Lord, it's amazing, your handiwork, the things that your hands have created, the heavens and the earth. And how are you mindful of me, a man? So what we see there is that David found God, or the beauty of God, or the nature of God in nature, the character of God in nature. And Romans chapter 1 says it this way, and I like to read it first from the Passion Translation. It says, "For seeing the visible of nature makes us understand the invisible qualities of God." Now, the Mirror Bible, probably a really good one here. I love this version here. It says, "God is on display in creation. The very fabric of the visible cosmos appeals to reason. It clearly bears witness to the ever-present sustaining power and intelligence of the invisible God, leaving mankind without any valid excuse to ignore him." So let me say it this way. The simplest way to really find God and understand him and get close to him is get out in nature. He made the beaches, he made the mountains, he made the trees, he made the birds, he made the animals. Get close to nature. If you look outside your window right now, you see apartment buildings, you see sidewalks, you see cars. That's man's handiwork. But if you want to understand God, go look at his handiwork. How do you find it? Go to nature. Easiest and simplest way to get close to God. Now, I'm not saying nature is God. I don't believe in Mother Nature or Mother Earth. But God made nature, and it displays, it speaks of who he is. So you want to learn more about him? Get out in nature. Get away from all the city lights and things like that, and experience his handiwork. I hope that blessed you. And remember this, Jesus is coming back real soon.